Today on the Healthful Pursuit Podcast, which wallet I liked between, at the time they had the Rexy wallet, which was like a whole bunch of T-Rex on a wallet. It was so stinking cute. It was bright red. It had the Rex T-Rex on it, and he was like running across the little wallet. And then there was like a black classic wallet. Hey, my name is Leanne, and I'm fascinated with helping women navigate how to eat, move, and care for their bodies. This has taken me on a journey from vegan, keto, high protein to everything in between. I'm a small town holistic nutritionist turned 3-time international bestselling author turned functional medicine practitioner, offering telemedicine services around the globe to women looking to better their health and stop second-guessing themselves. I'm here to teach you how to wade through the wellness noise to get to the good stuff that'll help you achieve your goals. Whether you're seeking relief from chronic ailments, striving for peak performance, or simply eager to live a more vibrant life, this podcast is your go-to resource for actionable advice and inspiration. Together, we'll uncover the interconnectedness of nutrition, movement, sleep, stress management, and mindset, empowering you to make informed choices that support your unique health journey. Think of it as quality time with your bestie mixed with a little med school so you're empowered at your next doctor visit. Get ready to be challenged and encouraged while you learn about your body and how to care for it healthfully. Join me as we embrace vitality, reclaim our innate potential, and discover what it truly means to pursue healthfulness. Hello and welcome to another episode. I'm so glad that we get to hang out today. And today we are walking together. At least I'm walking while I'm talking. So if you hear it in the background, the thump, thump, thump. Yeah, that's my stand-up treadmill desk setup. I'm literally holding my microphone in my hand and we are going to do this thing. I am practicing what I preach as a holistic nutritionist. I know, having been in this space for oodles and oodles of years, I think I calculated it the other day. It was like 17 years doing this and meeting with people and connecting with them. When you have time to do the thing, you just got to get it in, even if it's walking and talking and recording a podcast episode at the same time. So we're here, we're doing it. And today I want to chat with something that I've had some fun with. There have been some setbacks, some struggles, but when I started sharing this story on Instagram, many of you reached out and said, I struggle with the same thing. I don't know what I'm doing. And so I wanted to dedicate a podcast episode where we talk about personal style. Now, if you currently dress yourself well and you're intentional about the clothing that you put on your body, congratulations. This episode might not be for you. I was definitely not one of those people. And I think that there are a bunch of reasons for it. And we're going to kind of unpack like why I think this happened, how I'm getting ahead of it, how I'm not getting overwhelmed, the mistakes that I've made in this process, how I'm checking myself so I don't get totally sidetracked, because it's very easy, oh my goodness, to just spend too much money, time, energy on dressing yourself. And that's not where I want to take things. So if you've struggled with setting intentions around how you show up in the world physically, I hope that today's episode and me sharing kind of what my challenge has been around this can be helpful. So the last time I actually went shopping, it was right before my first book tour in 2017. I had brought clothing that I had and have had for many, many years to one of the photo shoots that we had for the book covers. And the photographer was like, is this all you brought? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, where's the good stuff? And so I was forced to have to go shopping and grab some things. And I ended up wearing those clothes on the book tour in 2017 and 2018 and a little bit into 2019. And it wasn't really clothes that I liked, but it was like professional looking and I just bought them because I needed to. But before that, I hadn't really been shopping since high school. And my friend, most of the clothing that I have as a 38-year-old woman was clothing from high school, which is in one part cool that the clothes and the jeans and the shirts that I fit in when I was 18 still fit me today. That's awesome. 20 years. Yay. However, most of them had like stains and holes. One of my most favorite shirts, which I have since donated, had multiple holes in the shoulder. And I didn't see any use for it. I've always prioritized, like, if I can spend $500 on a trip to Italy, I'm totally going to choose the trip to Italy over buying new clothing. But what really impacted me lately was there were really two things. Kevin and I were looking for a place to live, and we went in to meet with a real estate agent, and the agent goes, "Did you just come from the gym?" to me. And wow, Kevin, you look so put together. And I had put clothes on. And so that kind of, stung a little bit. Or there was another time a couple of months ago where, Kevin wanted to take me out on a date and I just didn't have anything to wear to the place that he wanted to take me. And I was like, nah, that's fine. Like, let's just eat dinner at home. And so I was starting to notice that the lack of attention that I was putting into the clothing that I had access to was starting to affect just my day-to-day life. And so when it comes to clothing, I am in no way saying like this shapes my identity or any of that. But I have noticed that by being more intentional, it has impacted my well-being. Like my confidence and self-esteem is a little bit better. When you're wearing something that feels authentic and aligns with how you want to present yourself, it creates this like sense of readiness to face the day. As a Christian, I know that I get my identity and, strength from the Lord, but also there's this, I'm being intentional with my day. I'm going to go out and do these things, and I'm just going to put a little bit of effort into what that looks like. And I'm not saying a little bit of money or dropping thousands of dollars on a new wardrobe, but it's just being intentional. Most of my wardrobe, because we lived on a boat for so long, was like t-shirt and shorts. And like, I go to the gym, I come home, I work from home. Like, what do I need to dress up for? And so for me, I didn't need a lot of items. I just needed to be intentional with the items that I had and add in a little bit of flair. And we're going to get to that process and what that looked like for me, because a big part of the challenge that I've had in determining how to do this has been the struggle around finding my unique style and separating that from what I thought my style should be based on how people may perceive me. And so we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But another reason why setting intention around how you dress, and one of the major benefits I've seen is just improving like your mental capacity and emotional well-being. Like when my husband comes home and I have some lipstick on and I've been intentional with my jewelry and I have, tucked my shirt in and I'm wearing a belt. It's like crazy what a different feeling that feels like when he walks in the door and I'm excited to see him and be like, look, I dressed myself, I think too, there's this establishing of like a routine that's really nice. And the system that I'm using to kind of determine my outfits takes a lot of the decision fatigue away, which was one of the reasons why I think I had a challenge dressing myself in the past, just because there was just so many options. It was just overwhelming. My brain just didn't see how it all came together. And so I just didn't care. So we're going to talk about what that process has been like for me. I'm nowhere close to seeing it all and understanding all of it. Like I just got started with this. And I'll probably, if you guys like this sort of episode, I'll share more in the future. But being this is Healthful Pursuit, there's so much more to health than just what we put in our bodies. And so one of the main reasons I switched from the podcast title, the Keto Diet Podcast, is that I wanted to talk about more than just your macros. And this is such a great opportunity to share something bigger than what we put in our mouths. So the mood piece, like I said, when my husband comes home, or I even go out for coffee with girlfriends, it just feels really nice. Like I make plans to get out of the house because I'm excited to get prepared and go out and feel good. Like the other day, I got dressed and I willingly wanted to go do some errands. I am not the type of person that generally enjoys that, but I was motivated to go do it because I was wearing something I enjoyed and I felt good wearing it. I think too, it can reflect proper stewardship around our body. And that's ultimately why I work out, is because I want to take care of the body and the resources that God has entrusted to me. And I think that that falls in line with a stewardship of calling us to honor God and how we manage the resources that He's given us, including our bodies. And like I said, I'm in no way finding my identity in this thing. Or, I check my heart often. Is my identity in working out? No, I don't want it to be. It's just a tool that I use, just like the supplements and, eating well. It's not the thing that's going to save me, obviously, but it definitely feels good to take care of the resources that I have and to be responsible with the items that He's provided. So if you love today's conversation, I have actually put together like a little Amazon shop of some of my favorite pieces that I've found on Amazon that have kind of completed outfits and a lot of different accessories that have been helpful for me, because I had the basics like shirts and pants and shorts, but the accessory piece is really what I found to kind of pull together outfits. So I put together some of my favorites and I put them together in a little list. So if you want to access that, the link will be in the show notes today. So go ahead and click on the show notes and it'll take you to my Amazon shop. And if you're like, oh, this is really great, I love that purse, it's so cute, but money's tight, I'm offering a $100 gift card giveaway if you leave a review for the show. So if you leave a review on your favorite podcast player, take a screenshot and then send me that screenshot via email. You can email info@healthfulpursuit.com. Just send me a screenshot of the review that you posted and you'll be entered to win a $100 gift card. And I will be announcing the winner in next week's episode. So you have a full week to submit your review and I will post it in next week's episode. So good luck with that. If you're like most of my clients, you might be struggling with headaches, muscle cramps, fatigue, or even sleeplessness, all signs of an electrolyte imbalance. Electrolytes play a crucial role in so many functions, from nerve impulses and fluid balance to nutrient absorption and hormone regulation. Nearly every one of my clients, when they come to me, have an electrolyte imbalance, but I've seen incredible improvements by just adding the right electrolytes to their routine. That's why I consume at least one packet of Element daily, and if I'm being honest, it's closer to 3. Element is clean and effective with no added sugar, artificial ingredients, or coloring. It does contain a small amount of maltodextrin, which some people worry about and are sensitive to. So if you know that you cannot do corn in any amounts, this product is not for you, or you can go with the unflavored version, which has no maltodextrin. The amount in Element is minimal and it serves as a flavor carrier to keep the powder smooth and mixable. I love adding Element to sparkling water with fresh lemon juice for a refreshing drink, or mixing the caramel flavor into my protein powder. It's a delicious way to keep me hydrated and energized throughout the day. And now Element is offering a free sample pack with any purchase, so you can try it out for yourself risk-free. Visit drinklmnt.com/KDP to get yours. It's backed by a no questions asked refund policy, so you've got nothing to lose but your dehydration. Okay, so I'm going to kind of take you through, like I said, I hadn't really gone shopping in 20 years, other than the clothing that I purchased for the book tour, which after the book tour I never wore because I really didn't like any of it. There were blazers. I hate blazers. And there were collared shirts. I hate collared shirts. And so, I came into this. It's funny. One of my friends has been on this journey also, and she posted, it's the most exciting part of the day when I get to open up my closet, and it gets me, so happy to look at all the items that I get to choose from. And I'm like, ugh, that sounds terrible. And then a couple of weeks later, I'm like, actually, I kind of want to give that a try. And so my first order of business was determining, what clothing was going to look good on me. And so I went on Etsy. Well, originally I looked locally for somebody that could help me, but the fees were like $2,500 for a couple of hours for a stylist, or for somebody to do your colors started off at $500 in our area. And I was like, absolutely not. No. So I went on Etsy and I found this lady. I'll include a link in the show notes if you want it. Kib and Colors. And if you send her a picture of your eyes and your face, she will put together your colors for you. And through that process, we determined that I was a pure/toned summer, kind of in between the two. And she gave me a full palette of colors that were going to look best on me. And I knew that just that direction in and of itself would help me determine the colors of my wardrobe so I could mix and match pieces and it would just be easier for me overall. So then I went through my current wardrobe and I got rid of items that just really didn't align with that, like oranges and yellows, mostly oranges and yellows, which I actually had quite a lot of because I do really enjoy the color yellow. And so I donated a whole bunch of that. I also determined that I don't like heels. I think they're cute. I hate wearing them. My husband, who's shorter than me, like I'm 5'10", my husband is 5'7". I'm sure he'll hate that I said that. No, I'm sure he'll be fine. But when I wear high heels, I'm like 6'2", and it's always awkward. And I am uncomfortable in them. I also prioritize my toe health and just making sure that my feet are super comfortable and not restricted. And so I donated every heel and I just made a commitment. Like, I don't want to wear heels. I don't want to wear shoes that constrict my toes. I'm just not in the business of that. So that was another thing, is just deciding they might look really cute. I do get a lot of compliments, but I don't care because I don't enjoy them. And so the next part of determining my personal style and that process was the process of unpacking what my personal style was. And I really struggled through this. So once I had my colors, I went online on websites that I knew had really good return policies. So like Nordstrom Rack, for example, has a really good return policy, and there is a location that's really close to us. So I figured the items that just didn't fit me or I didn't like, I could send back really easily and it'd be no problem at all. So I went on Nordstrom Rack and I started ordering pieces that I thought were good, that matched my colors. And then I started getting items and I was like, this is all like so ugly. I hate all of this. And it's not that they were ugly. I didn't like it. I was ordering like a lot of classic style pieces. And so classic style is like clean lines and, the personality that gravitates toward pieces that can be worn season after season, and neutral tones and tailored items and dresses. And it just was so fancy and like polished and girly in a lot of ways. It just was not good. It was not good. Maybe it was a mixture of femininity too, like a romantic kind of style, like softness and floral prints and lace details and blech. But as a Christian woman, many of the women that I hang out with have that kind of style. And so I felt very pressured to enjoy the floral prints and the feminine, soft, elegant look that's sophisticated and timeless and neutral and wonderful. And I feel so uncomfortable dressing that way. And so to take somebody from, I just like wearing a t-shirt and a shorts, and oftentimes, like if I'm driving to the beach or a park, I won't even wear shoes. So to take myself from that to like dressing up in heels and floral prints, it ain't gonna work. And so through a process of just trying clothes on, thinking I would like them, and then it just falling flat, I had to really assess like what kind of style I actually was and how I wanted to show up, just being able to commit to a specific style. And that was a real unpacking. That took like a couple weeks. And I remember jumping on Instagram being like, I am just so frustrated. And I was frustrated because I was trying on pieces and forcing myself to like stuff that I just didn't like. And so I did more digging and researching. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I've chatted with a bunch of people just trying to determine what this looks like and how and all that stuff. And I would say that I'm more of an urban casual individual. So I like streetwear. I like a pop of style. I like comfort, bold accessories, sneakers. Okay. I'm not like a heels person, like I said. I like statement pieces. I like being edgy. When I ordered a pair of checkered pants and they arrived, I was so giddy. And I had all of these ideas of how I was going to style this. And I started getting really excited. So that's what you want. You want pieces in your closet that you're just like, this is awesome. I can't wait to wear this. And with the stuff that I was getting previously, I was like, like, I guess it's all right. Yeah, it's fine, I suppose. I didn't want that. I wanted to get excited about it. Another piece that I determined is that I really liked the creative kind of style, like being playful and quirky with bold prints, like the checkered pants and unexpected kind of pairings. So a little story. A couple of years ago, my husband, Kevin, took me to the Coach store and said, like, you really need a wallet. The one you've been using, you've had for like a decade, it's falling apart. We're here to get you a new wallet. And I looked at all the wallets, because a wallet, it's a big decision. Like I wear a wallet until there's nothing left to it. And so I was like, wow, I get a Coach wallet. It's going to be so beautiful. And I was literally trying to determine which wallet I liked between, at the time they had the Rexy wallet, which was like a whole bunch of T-Rex on a wallet. It was so stinking cute. It was bright red. It had the Rex T-Rex on it, and he was like running across the little wallet. And then there was like a black classic wallet. And when I showed Kevin, I was like, hey, like, I'm trying to determine between these two. Like, I really, really like the Rex wallet, but like, is it too kid-like? I don't know. Kevin's like, yeah, I would go with the black one. And I was like, but I really love the T-Rex one. It's so cute. But I was like, yeah, I guess like they probably make it for kids. Like, I'm just going to get the black one. I think of this so often. I know this is such a silly example, but I like the playfulness. I think it's creative and fun, and it just brings a unique look that I've always enjoyed. And denying this, I think, got me to a point where I was like, whatever. I don't even care how I look. Like, I don't like what I think that I should be wearing. Therefore, I'm not going to dress. And I think that there's another layer. It's quite challenging in the Caribbean and Florida and like warmer areas to dress up and be intentional around what you're wearing, because it's so hot all the time. And so I just got a little bit lazy in how I dressed, because I would sweat through everything anyways, so who cares? And I think there's another layer of just like not feeling overly comfortable in our bodies, and therefore not wanting to, I guess, flaunt them in a way. And I'm not by any means saying, I am trying to be intentional with dressing myself because I want to flaunt my body. That's not it. But I just felt really uncomfortable with my body. I was chatting with a friend about this. Just, she was asking me, what part of your body are you sensitive about that you don't want to show off? And I was like, literally nothing. Like, as a Christian woman, obviously I don't want to be like wearing micro shorts and all those sorts of things. But like, I'm not self-conscious about areas of my body because I've worked really hard to not be self-conscious about those things. And so I kind of got to a place mentally where I was like, I'm ready to just dress myself, be expressive, a little bit eclectic, be comfortable and casual, wear my sneakers, have some bold accessories. And then kind of the last piece of that, because your style can have, the primary style and then more of a secondary style. And so kind of my third pull is the dramatic style, like the bold, eye-catching, strong statement pieces with striking contrasts. Like I follow a couple individuals on Instagram that do this, and it's just like, whoa, yes. And I think with my height, I'm able to get away with, my checkered pants with a striped shirt with like a really bold bag, and it just works. Whereas somebody who's maybe, 5 feet, it's just too much going on. And so even just understanding this of what my style is has been really, really helpful. And there's an individual that's been helping me through this. Her name's Talia. I'm going to include a link in the show notes where you can connect with her and chat with her. She's just been so helpful in helping me kind of like unpack what the style looks like, how to get out of my comfort zone in trying on pieces that feel really good on me, that align with the style that I want, and go against what I think I should like. So that example of being at the Coach store and choosing the black wallet, even though deep down I knew I didn't want the black wallet. I wanted the T-Rex wallet, but I thought that's too kid-like, that it's just kind of stupid. And so really giving myself permission with that. And this is so similar to the experience that I've had in feeding myself. So, when you go to a restaurant, I don't know, maybe this doesn't happen to you, but it's happened to me all the time. I go to a restaurant, I know what I feel like, and then sometimes I order what I think I should have. And it arrives, and I eat some of it, and I'm like, ugh, this isn't very good. And that same night, I'm at home binging on something, like whatever. And had I just ordered the thing that I wanted and ate it until I felt like I had enough, I would have been satisfied and moved on. And it's so true, even with style and just dressing myself. If I just get the thing that I know aligns with my style, then I'll have it and I can design it and all the things. And so there's also this layer of, and just hearing myself speak like this, where we don't want to be captured by our feelings. If I listened to my feelings all the time, my life would be a mess. And in fact, I did that for like the first 35 years of my life. It didn't work out that well. So there is like a layer of, okay, well, if I feel like dressing in my bathing suit to a work conference, that's not going to work, obviously. But I encourage you to kind of play around with different styles and see like what feels good. What do you get excited about? Like what can't you wait to like wear again? I can't stop thinking about my leopard pants and how I'm going to pair it with this and what purse I'm going to wear. And that's like exciting, as opposed to, yeah, I'm going to wear my black pants with my cute little heels. Like, no. And I was chatting with a friend the other day, and she has more of a classy style. And I showed her this new purse that I bought. It's from Kate Spade. She had a 40% off sale on her website. I don't even know if it's a her anymore, if she sold the business or how that works. But Kate Spade had a 40% off bags sale over December. And I bought the Market Deli sandwich bag. And it has like a little embellished pickle. And I was so excited about this bag. And I showed it to her. She's like, that is unique. I would never wear that. And then she was talking about how she enjoys dressing and what makes her feel good and confident. And I'm like, ain't no way that I would wear that. And so I think that there's so much freedom in that we can have fun with this and just have a good time. So I would encourage you to explore some of the different types of styles. There are so many resources online for this. There are like online style questionnaires that just help you determine what style personality you have. And then a big mistake that I made is like thinking that I could just go online, get some pieces and make it all work. And like, it just didn't work. And I thought I could just go to a thrift store fresh out of kind of understanding how this works and just pick out pieces that I enjoyed. But many thrift stores don't have return policies, meaning once you buy the items, you're kind of stuck with the items. And so I made like a big mistake in just when you're determining all of these things, make sure that you're purchasing the items either online or in person or places where you can return items. Because I did not do that. And that was a huge mistake. If I could go back, I would definitely do the colors first. Love that I did that. Then I would determine my body shape. I don't care as much about body shape as like how much other people would care about body shape. I think because I'm not doing this for other people to be like, wow, she, dresses proportionally to her body. I could literally care less. I just want to find pieces I like and be excited about wearing those pieces. And so though I am kind of like a rectangle body shape, rectangle / hourglass, it's more rectangle because I'm literally a rectangle, a very tall rectangle, so that's probably why just intuitively I tuck my shirts into my pants, because I find it just makes me look less boxy. Okay. But like, if I like something that's boxy, then I'm going to wear it. I don't care to define my waist. And I actually don't like the look of defining the waist with belts over top of shirts. I just don't like that look. And so I think a big part of this, and you're hearing me kind of repeat this over and over, is like, if you don't like it, don't do it just because the rules are X, Y, Z. Okay. But the whole reason I set out to do this was to be intentional, to spend just a couple of minutes every morning putting together something that got me excited, made me want to go out and get together with friends and be social, or go on a date with my husband, or get errands done and just get stuff done as opposed to like sitting at home and not doing those things. So if I could go back, I would definitely do the colors. I would maybe find out my body shape earlier on, because I think some of the choices that I made earlier on when I received those clothes, I was like, oh, this looks terrible on me. And it's because it was like too bulky for my body, or the lines were like off and it just didn't flatter my body. And I've started to notice there are things like bodysuits. Oh my goodness, I look great in those. And so when in doubt, get a bodysuit. But also, if I have a chunky sweater that I really like not being afraid to just wear that because I enjoy it. And so the next step I would probably do is go to the mall and go to 1 or 2 stores at each of the style personalities to just look at items and see whether or not I like it. So when I first started shopping, I was shopping at a lot of stores that were more of the classic personality, getting the clothing and being like, this is so boring, I hate this, and then getting overwhelmed and frustrated as to why I couldn't find anything I liked. So the classic style personality shops at places like Nordstrom and J. Crew and Banana Republic. And that's primarily where I was getting my items. And then I was being frustrated when it wasn't working out. Whereas, the urban style, which is what I referred to previously, shops at places like Aritzia and Nike and H&M and Zara and Levi's and Vans and Reebok. And All Saints. I love Converse. I love all of those brands. But I wasted so much time shopping the classy style and looking for stuff that I was never going to find there. The creative style personality, I discovered ASOS. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but they have some really great brands in there like Topshop and a couple of others. And I've always really liked H&M for a couple of their pieces. And that's more of the creative style personality. If you're a natural style personality, then you're probably going to go for stuff like J. Crew or Ralph Lauren or C by Chloe or Tommy Hilfiger. I could never wear Tommy Hilfiger pants. They just never fit me, and I've always hated them. If you're more of a romantic style, you're going to go for things like Anthropologie and Free People. I don't really know anything other than that because I'm just not in it. Dramatic style, you're going to go for things like Prada and Versace, and dramatic is very expensive, I'm finding. ASOS, they also have some stuff. Topshop is really great for the dramatic style. I think I'm probably missing one. Did we cover creative? The creative is like Gucci, Zara, Boss, Topshop, H&M. Urban, we covered. So once you've kind of tried out a couple of shops, you kind of determine your style, then it's, okay, how do I pull all this together that I don't get overwhelmed? Because I was losing sleep over this, because I was like, okay, so if I find pants I really like and I find a shirt I really like, how do I know if those two go together? And then what shoes do I wear? And do I put a necklace with this? Do I put something in my hair? Do I wear my hair up or down? And then like, it's so hot here, so I can't wear layers. And so how do I look intentional when I'm, wearing very minimal clothing? And I was just so overwhelmed. And then, Instagram does that thing where the algorithm like shows you things and you swear like you have not told anyone about this thing. And then the algorithm shows you a thing and you're like, how did you even know that that's what I was thinking? It's terrifying. My husband said this is a real thing. They can interpret things before you even know that you need them. I don't understand how it works. But so I'm on Instagram and I'm presented with this app called Outfit Formulas. And let me tell you, that's when things really got clear for me. I love this app. Okay, so Outfit Formulas, you download it. I think you get like a free trial for a bit, so you can just check it out. So I encourage everyone to just download it and see. I would say that the outfits that they put together on this app are a mixture of casual / classy style. And so some of the outfits, as a non-classy human being, not that I'm not classy, but just like my style personality is not classy. Some of the pieces and the way that they put stuff together, it's not for me. So I kind of have to look at it through that lens. But what they do a great job of is telling you, you're going to put dark jeans with a light shirt, a dark belt, dark shoes, and a light purse. Okay. And every month you get a list of items that you need in your closet, and they're super basic. Like, I'll just open up the app and explain. Okay, so for tops this month, I need a black top, a gray top, a neutral top, a colored top, 2 colored tops, and a striped top. Okay. Like most of us have those items in our closet right now. Bottoms, I need a black bottom A and a black bottom B. So I don't need both options, but if I want like, I don't know, black joggers and like leather pants, for example, then you could do that. You need gray bottom, light wash denim, medium wash denim, printed neutral, and solid color. For dresses, you need a solid color and a solid neutral. For layers, you need, and this is where, like as somebody in Florida, I just ignore the layers because I am not wearing a neutral jacket. There's no time for this. Maybe in the list, there's a black vest, which I do have, and a moto jacket, which is like a leather jacket, which I do have, and a neutral coat. For shoes, black ankle boots, leopard pumps, which, like I said, I'm not wearing pumps. Leopard ankle boots, also not wearing boots, and neutral ankle boots and a neutral sneaker. And then for accessories, a black purse, black tights, chain, bracelets, hoop earrings, layered necklace, a leopard headband, a multicolored scarf, a beanie, a solid colored purse, a sparkly bag, statement earrings, and watch. Hey friend, let's talk about something that's often overlooked in the health conversation, vitamin C. You probably know it as the go-to immune booster, but did you know it does so much more? Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant, and that supports collagen production, tissue repair, and even the absorption of other nutrients like iron. It helps protect your body against oxidative stress, supports brain health, and even plays a role in mood regulation. It's not just about avoiding the sniffles. It's about helping your entire body thrive. But how can you tell if you're low in vitamin C? Some signs include poor wound healing, frequent bruising, gum sensitivity, fatigue, and even joint pain. If you notice these things, your body might be begging for more vitamin C. Now, myself personally, I have none of those issues. But when I test my vitamin C directly, it's often low, or it was until I made this small shift, which we're going to get to in a moment. When you don't get enough vitamin C, your body can become inflamed. Vitamin C helps manage oxidative stress, one of the root causes of inflammation. But what is oxidative stress exactly? It's when your body has too many free radicals, which are unstable molecules that can damage your cells and tissues. Without enough antioxidants like vitamin C to balance them out, oxidative stress can lead to inflammation and damage over time. So what are we going to see when we look at your blood work? In my practice, I see high markers of oxidative stress that might show up as elevated lipid peroxides or high levels of 8-OH-DG, which indicate that your DNA is under oxidative attack. You might also see low glutathione levels. In this case, it's generally lowered GGT. Now, glutathione is your body's master antioxidant, which vitamin C helps regenerate. These patterns are red flags that your body is struggling to keep up with oxidative damage, and vitamin C could be the missing piece. So what's the solution? For me, it's been taking Paleo Valley's Essential C Complex. It's made from organic superfoods like Osceola cherry, camu camu, and amla berry, 3 of the most concentrated natural sources of vitamin C on the planet. Unlike most vitamin C supplements, which are just synthetic ascorbic acid derived from GMO corn, Paleo Valley's Essential C Complex is 100% natural, organic, and packed with the entire vitamin C spectrum that your body needs. Each serving delivers 450 milligrams of whole food vitamin C. That's 500% of your daily recommended intake. And just to give you an idea, I take 6 of these capsules a day. Plus, it's free from fillers, synthetic ingredients, and high temperature processing, meaning all those fragile nutrients stay intact. I've personally seen my GGT levels increase since taking it, which I've seen as a positive sign of how this supplement has supported my liver's detoxification processes. For me, it's been an essential part of maintaining overall wellness. Head on over to paleovalley.com/Leanne for 15% off your order. Grab your Essential C Complex and take advantage of their bulk discounts and free shipping on 3 bottles or more. And don't worry, they have a 60-day money-back guarantee, so if you don't love it, you're covered. Again, that's paleovalley.com/Leanne for 15% off your order. So I just listed off all the items you need for your capsule wardrobe for this month. And I'm not getting paid to share this. I tried to get a coupon code for all of you for this episode for outfit formulas, but they don't have it set up yet. So when they do have it set up, we're just in the works, I will post on Instagram. I think this is, if you are wanting to be intentional with your outfits and not get overwhelmed, this is such a great resource and so phenomenal. And even as an urban / creative, dramatic style personality, I can use this app. So for example, with the bottoms, this is a great example. One of the items is a printed neutral. So my printed neutral is checkered pants. My other printed neutral is my leopard pants. My solid color are bright pink joggers. My black bottoms are joggers. They're not like black jeans because that's just not dramatic enough. So, my solid color sweater is a really loud printed t-shirt. So you can kind of like in your mind, okay, I can kind of mix and match, and it just gives you a solid idea of how to put outfits together. And this just worked so well for me. It continues to work well for me. And what's really nice is I'm planning a little trip to go see my family here in a week. And I used the app to look at outfits and make a list of the items to pack that I can have 10 outfits while I'm there. I see all the outfits saved, and all I have to do is pack for those outfits. And what I did is I just repeated 2 pairs of pants, 3 shirts, and 4 accessories. And so I just found all the outfits that had those repeated items, and it made up 10 outfits, and I can carry it all onto a carry-on. So that takes moments to put together, and I am just so excited about this app, and it has given me such great direction and also really helped me control my purchases, because it can be really easy to just, I need this and this and this, and what about this with this and this, and it just gets to be so much. It's really easy, as you know, to overdo it, and like I don't have the resources to make that work. Like I don't want a lot of options. I just want options that I will enjoy wearing, that make me feel good, that I can go out and do the activities that I want to do and connect with the people that I want to connect with. I don't need, at least for myself, the best of the best, or, I was trying to find some jewelry that I liked, and I found some websites, and I was like, I'm not spending $300 on a necklace. Like that's not going to happen. I want to look put together, but like, I don't want to spend $300 on a necklace. So, I was able to find like creative, more urban style jewelry on Amazon that are less costly and help me look put together, but that don't break the bank. And you might take a different direction where you want to work with local individuals, where it's really conscious to the environment and things. I'm just not financially able to do that. And so we all need to work within our goals and, what our limits are. And I didn't want the financial side of things to stop me from being able to express myself in this way so that I could connect with individuals and, go out and do the things that I need to do. Not saying that without having a new pair of pants, I can't connect with the ladies from my Bible study. Like I'm not saying that at all, but it definitely has helped me really hone in on my closet. It's so crazy. Kevin and I would always fight over the hangers because we only have a certain set of hangers, and we're always like, oh, we don't want to buy more hangers because that means we're buying more clothes and we don't want more clothes. And so I have 2 kind of racks in my closet. I donated so many clothes that I'm only taking up half of one of the racks as opposed to all 2 fully full. And so I want to be able to walk in there, have minimal options that are intentional, and I can mix and match. And I know by using the application, like for example, today, I'll go to it because I haven't gotten dressed today. I went straight from the gym to being on my walking treadmill and doing this. So today is black bottoms with a colored top and leopard shoes. So for me, being more of an urban type, I have this bright purple top that I could wear with my black shorts and my leopard shoes. And it shows a neutral bag. I could use my sandwich bag that has neutral tones in it. And actually the color in the top matches some of the pieces in the sandwich. And then it shows some earrings that are gold, which I have. They're more of a like creative type of bold pattern. A necklace, and I have this gold necklace that I could wear with that. And so I just look at it from the pieces that I picked out that are more of the creative type. Does that make sense? I highly encourage you to download the app so you can just see what I mean. And I'm pretty sure the first week was free for me. And then I think I pay $70 a year for this, which I thought was like so invaluable because as I was shopping on my own and just trying to make sense of everything, I was like, oh boy, this is going to be expensive, so expensive. And I really had a budget. I wanted to stick to it and I wanted to feel good while I did it. So that's a little bit about my process. So to kind of highlight getting your colors done, figuring out your body type, just so you're getting pieces that you're probably going to, just to give yourself direction. But I'm not saying, if you're X body type, you can't wear this other thing, but it definitely helps you give direction to like your purchases and kind of what you start with. Learning your style, going to certain stores that align with that style, trying things on, trying to determine what's your primary and secondary style types. And so for me, like I said, urban is my primary type. Then I have a little bit of creative. So that can be like in prints on my pants or shirt, but not like the whole outfit. And then dramatic can sometimes be like in the accessories, just like a little bit of dramatic accessory, but not like the whole outfit being dramatic. And as you're kind of determining this process for yourself, I would highly recommend choosing stores where there are easy returns. Like there were a couple of places too. Charles and Keith was one of them, and I'm calling them out because just terrible, terrible. On their website, it says that they have 30-day returns, and I paid extra for easy return. But what that means is that they'll actually process your return, but you have to pay for the shipping back. And they don't present that to you until you purchase the item. Or there was this other place, Montana Supply, I want to say. And I bought a purse from them, also paid extra. I think it was like $4 for easier returns. And then when I went to go return the item, it said that because it was under a certain amount, they couldn't return it. And when I contacted them, they never got back to me. And so I would, if I could go all over again, I would go to the mall. I would try on some things. I would just get clear on what that was. And when I was really clear on what I liked, what excited me, then maybe I would purchase things online where like I was very, very sure that I wanted the item or that they had a really good return policy where they pay for the return shipping and they give you your money back as opposed to store credit. Yeah. But we live and we learn, and that's what I'm here for, to just make mistakes and share them with you so you don't make the same mistakes as I do, which happens a lot. Okay, I hope that was helpful. And again, if you want to check out my Amazon page, I put together some of the items that I found that I love. So definitely check that out. And if you're like, hey, I want to give this a try, or there are pieces that I would like to try, I find Amazon is a good way to try out those things. So if you post a review of the podcast on your favorite player and send me a screenshot of that review by going to info@healthfulpursuit.com, you can just send me a direct email there with the screenshot of your review. I'll enter you in to win a $100 gift card, and we will announce the winner January 21st in episode 509. Okay, that's it. I've gotten my steps. I'm out of breath on this treadmill. I got a walking treadmill for my desk, and it's on an incline. So if you're like, wow, Leanne is really huffing and puffing, come on, you're just walking. It is. It's an epic walk. It is. So thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with you next week. Okay, bye. Thanks for listening to the Healthful Pursuit Podcast. Join us next Tuesday for another episode of the show. If you're looking for free resources, there are a couple of places you can go. The first to my blog, healthfulpursuit.com, where you're going to find loads of recipes. The second is a free parasite protocol that I've put together for you that outlines symptoms, testing, and resources to determine whether or not you have a parasite, plus a full protocol to follow to eradicate them from your life if you need to. That's available at healthfulpursuit.com/parasites. And last but certainly not least, a full list of blood work markers to ask your doctor for so that you can get a full picture of your health. You can grab that free resource by going to healthfulpursuit.com/labs. The Healthful Pursuit Podcast, including show notes and links, provides information in respect to healthy living, recipes, nutrition, and diet, and is intended for informational purposes only. The information provided is not a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment, nor is it to be construed as such. We cannot guarantee that the information provided on the Healthful Pursuit Podcast reflects the most up-to-date medical research. Information is provided without any representation or warranties of any kind. Please consult a qualified health practitioner with any questions you may have regarding your health and nutrition program.